I'm John Payne. I work for Firstgas and I'm based in Auckland. Because we have a national asset, a national utility that runs through the streets of Auckland, and it's critical that any activity that takes place over the pipelines is controlled by a work permit, and going through before you dig, that enables the contractor who's actually carrying out the works to understand what's buried below, to get in touch with the owner of that pipeline, and for us then to work with the contractor to make sure that the excavation is carried out safely by locating the pipeline, issuing a work permit, and standing over where necessary when the works are undertaken. We're registered with beforeUdig as a utility owner. They in turn contact our office and go through our land team. We then look at the area where the beforeUdig applications come to determine whether the work is going to happen within the vicinity of the pipeline. If it is going to happen in the vicinity of the pipeline, our office staff, our land team will then send a form back to the contractor, say yes, the work is in the vicinity of the pipeline and requires a work permit. The land team also let our technicians in the field know that applications come through for the work, and to get in touch with the contractor to organise to meet the contractor on site, to discuss the work and determine if a work permit's required, and to be there on the day that the works are undertaken.
I'm Shannon. I'm a mechanical pipeline technician for Firstgas, looking after stations and easements. So this site, they're just trying to take the topsoil off and place some fill down. That's it at the moment. Because our pipeline is running directly through the centre of this site. I get a phone call from Land and Planning telling me it's coming through. I then get an email with all the details. I follow up with a phone call to whoever's requested it, and we organise a day and time to meet on site. We do a locate with a locator, and then we probe the pipeline and give them a depth, and then stipulate what can and can't happen. Just remember, this is a free service and it's not going to cost you anything, so you're crazy not to use it.
I'm Maria Watson. My role is Lead Pipeline Safety Advisor, and I work at Firstgas. So our team is responsible for all the beforeUdigs that come in throughout the North Island, and also arranging all the permits and locates over the gas transmission pipelines. It's important because you need to know what utilities are in the ground, so especially air transmission and distribution pipelines. So when the beforeUdig comes in, we're able to show people where our gas runs and our oil petroleum line that we manage as well. So when the beforeUdig first comes in, it comes into our locations inbox. We then open it to check to see whether the area that they have circled on the before you dig does impact the gas transmission pipeline. If it does, we then, once we check it on our GIS system, we bring up the same area that they have circled on the before you dig. If it is impacted, we then send out a form, which is a red form that says danger, and they must give us 2 working days notice before any work can be done. If it is not impacted, they will get a green form to say that it's clear, only from Firstgas transmission pipeline side. They still have to check other utilities through the before you dig system. So once they confirm that they do want to continue with the work, they then give us a call in the office on the 0800 number that we provide, which is 0800 800 393. We then basically go through to check that their work is still as per their before you dig, that they're not wanting to do any other work. Sometimes we have a request from a contractor to install a water line in the road, but they also want to do footpath and channel curbing, so we have to add that into the work as well. Once that comes in, we then arrange a day that is suitable for the contractor and our field tech, which is our local field tech for the area, and then we book that in. So we take all their details, who the person is going to be on site, and then we then ring our local field tech that area and also book them in. The local field tech will then confirm that time with the contractor directly to make sure they're both on site at the same time. We get about 30 to 35 inquiries a day. And it's really important that when you're doing any work out there, especially the contractors, that they do actually make sure they receive information from Firstgas. Even after doing the before you dig, they will always have a response from us, whether it's clear, or it needs a permit, or it needs a close approach. We have these processes in place to make sure that we work safely, you get home safely, and we're there to make sure the pipeline is protected at all times.